Hey, what's going on, Solar Family? It's James here. How are you? Hopefully you're doing amazing. In this video, I want to give you guys 5 tips when buying solar leads, right? And I know there's a lot of folks out there that gets, screwed over or whatnot from marketing companies, and they promise them the world and they're going to generate this, that, and the other. And a week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, and nothing in their inbox, right? And they've already invested maybe a $2,000, a $3,000, or even a $5,000 retainer. And unfortunately, a lot of folks are getting burned this way. So I want to give you guys some tips before you start buying leads. I've been in the industry for over 8 years. I sold leads myself, and I know how hard it could be for a marketing company to deliver leads. I see it on their side as well. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to have precaution and make sure you have your feelers out there before you fork up your credit card or whatnot, right? So my first tip for you, if you decide to buy leads, is to get results and testimonials from that company. Meaning that ask them to send you over some phone numbers of consultants that they already work with, maybe solar companies that we work with, video testimonials, things of that nature that proves to you that they're actually producing results. Right? It's super, super important. These days and age, we're in social media age. Proof is where the rubber meets the road. And getting, the consultant's phone number or maybe the company's phone number so you can do a reference check is the way to go, right? Just to verify, just to make sure, before you invest, thousands of dollars that you do your vetting or whatnot, right? And tip number 2 is, are the leads exclusive? Meaning that when they generate the leads through their campaign, whether that's Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media platform, when they get that lead, are they giving it to you directly? Or are they actually selling these leads to multiple consultants, multiple companies? Now you guys are fighting for the same leads, right? It's really important. But also keep in mind that if the leads are exclusive, meaning that as soon as the lead comes in, they hand them off to you, that the price for that lead may be a little bit higher than a non-exclusive lead, right? Just keep that in mind. Tip number 3, what is the sit-down rate? Meaning that if you get 100 leads, how many of these leads are actually going to sit down with you, whether that's face-to-face, whether that's a Zoom meeting? What is that percentage? Because if you get 100 leads and the sit-down rate is like 3%, that means that you sit down with 3 homeowners. That's not enough to get a conversion for one sale. Right? Keep in mind that you need to sit down with at least 10 homeowners to close 3 to 4 deals out of the 10. But obviously the 3 or 4 is based on your sales conversion, right? So that leads me to number 4, which is calculate how many leads you need to break even, right? Because if you need to close, 2 deals to break even, then obviously you need to close, 3+ deals to make it worth it for you, right? So for example, if their sit down rate is at 10% and they're going to give you 100 leads, that means you're going to be able to sit down with 10 homeowners, and your close rate's at 40 to 50%, and you only need maybe 1 or 2 to break even, then that may make sense for you, right? To invest your time in that marketing campaign. But if it's not enough deals that you're going to get, say for example, if it's going to be a wash, meaning that, the sit down rate is low and then your close rate is low, and you need 2 deals to break even, and you can only close 2 deals based on your data, right? It might not be a good idea to go with this particular company. Again, there's so many companies out there, and I'm just giving you pointers and tips, and it's up to you to do the vetting and call them up and get this information from them, right? So ideally, you want at least 100 leads as a good sample size. And you want at least a 10% sit down rate or higher. That means you're sitting down out of the 100, you're sitting down with 10, and hopefully you're closing about 3 to 4 to 5, right? Obviously, a lead generation company can't guarantee how many deals you're going to close, because every solar consultant, every company is going to be a little bit different as far as their close rate. Some close really high, some close okay, and some close not so okay. So obviously you need these numbers to determine whether or not you're going to be profitable with this particular campaign. And lastly, management fees, right? Are there any type of management fees? Meaning that if I spend $1,000 on ad spend on YouTube, for example, do I need to pay you another $1,000 or whatnot to manage that campaign, right? Most marketing companies do have management fees, right? So make sure you take that into account with your ad spend budget, because at the end of the day, you have to, pay for their services to run your campaign, right? Say for example, if you only have $1,000, for example, for marketing, and you got to pay, $500 for the marketing management fees, then that only leaves you with about $500 for ad spend. So keep that in mind, right? Because again, if you only have $1,000, all of that $1,000 is not going to go to ad spend, right? For advertising, you may have to pay some sort of management fees or whatnot to run your campaign. So hopefully that helped out a bit. But my personal opinion, if you really want to generate high quality solar leads, create a brand. Create your own personal brand, because also at the end of the day, you're paying a marketing company or whatnot to promote ads and to promote their brand with your money, right? It's just like the bank. You put your money in the bank, and guess what they do with your money? They reinvest it, right? They reinvest it and make more money from your money. So again, it's the best strategy to generate solar leads, high quality solar leads, is to create your own personal brand. And if you want to dive in deeper as far as learning how you can create your own personal brand, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's going to pop up right above this video. Book your solar strategy call. Or maybe you're getting in the industry and you need sales training, book that call as well. Other than that, make sure you click subscribe and also click the share button so this video gets shared to all of our solar family. Other than that, have an amazing day. Peace.